Hi, this is Mark Friedman from Tulip, and I'm going to share with you some events applications. So these are just forms, really, that let you maybe log a defect or log some feedback from your team, or maybe there's an audit and you want to log that there's a non-compliance, or maybe there's an Andon event and you want to log your stations down, and then you want to take some actions after that. So we're going to show you a couple of applications, all of which can be downloaded from the library. There are forms. And then there's the manager, which lets you deal with those events afterwards. So let me show you those really quickly. They're all available in the library. So first, let's just take a look at what they are. So here's an example of a feedback event form, and this is something you can just download and put into your app. So if you want to put a little button on the bottom of your app that says "Provide feedback," you can make this pop up. So let's just say, and you can change any of these. Right now we have product item or location area. So I'll say like eye wash. Or like I don't know, my area or my item, and then location is my location, and then you can have some categories. You can change these to any sort of categories you want. Any comments, you can add a picture here, and then you just press log event. And that's basically how this application works. You can look at other ones too. So we have there's a quality event form, which looks very similar. But in this case, it's going to be writing, non-conforming product information, maybe a serial number, maybe a quantity of defects, these sorts of things. And every one of these applications goes into an events manager. So you can use this application to basically, you can click on this and you'll see here, this is the event I just typed, my item, my location. You can take this, you can filter by event type. So maybe I only care about my, I guess this is a feedback event. Yeah, cool. So I can look at just my feedback events or just by status. I can change the status to maybe in process, change the owner. Let's change the owner to Sarah, and then we can update that event. And then, that person will get an email, and you can look at the history of an event. So if I click on this, I view its history, I can see that first it was created and then it was put in process. And using this sort of management tool, you can handle all of the sort of things that might go on in your factory that you want to have your team work on over time. So one more thing I'll show you is the Andon event module, which is just like the other ones, except this one, this one actually shows your station status. So in this case, if I were to say, let's go down for materials, and then say test, and then log this event, what's going to happen is my station is going to go down, and then you'll be able to see this from dashboards. And then you can close the Andon if you want to, which will clear it and put you back into a running state. So again, that event went into the events manager table, into the event manager application, and you can manage it that way. So let's look a little bit into how you might use these. So if I go into the editor, you can see here I have this Andon event module. And what I can do basically is just copy and paste these elements. I can just select this and copy and paste this into an application if I want to. And then over here you'll see there are functions that happen on loading the application. You can copy those and paste those in. Another way of doing it is just to copy the whole step. So you right click here, copy, and then go into one of your applications. Let's say I want to put it in this one, and I can just paste that whole step in there, and suddenly my application is outfitted with the application that I just shared with you, and that just went into this folder here. So yeah, so that's basically how it works. I hope that's helpful to you, and I hope you can download this from the library and start using it. Thanks.